Good evening, everyone. I'm going to call the City Council Urban Affairs and Housing Committee meeting to order. Today is June 1st. We have one item on our agenda, order number 22-100-8571, a proposed zoning amendment to Chapter 650, Section 39, Neighborhood Business District. I believe we had a public hearing on May 9th, where no one had comments, questions, or were opposed, and the Planning Board had their public hearing on May 23rd, and we have a favorable recommendation from them. That is, Dear Honorable Mayor Vigent and Councilors, at its regularly scheduled meeting on May 23, 2022, the board took the following action regarding the above referenced council order. On a motion by Mr. Fay, seconded by Mr. LaVenture, the board voted to make a favorable recommendation to the City Council for the proposed zoning amendment to Chapter 650 to amend Section 39, Neighborhood Business District. The motion carried 6-0. The board provided the following reasons in reaching its recommendation. The proposed zoning amendment changes are in keeping with the character of the neighborhood that the board envisions. The proposed zoning amendment will have minimal negative impact on the neighbors. The proposed zoning amendment will provide an opportunity to redevelop a parcel that has been problematic for the city for many years. I believe we have Attorney Falk here and some of the people from the project. If they want to come into the well. If anybody has questions, we can certainly answer them. I will read the language of what the actual proposed order is. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Marlborough that the Code of the City of Marlborough, as most recently amended, be further amended by amending certain provisions of zoning ordinance of the City of Marlborough, Massachusetts, Section 650-39, by adding a new paragraph F. The City Council may, by special permit, elect to vary the dimensional, parking, design, and landscaping requirements applicable to a mixed-use development in the neighborhood business district, upon finding that such change shall result in an improved design and will not nullify or substantially derogate from the intent or purpose of this section. This authority continues subsequent to occupancy. So as stated in there, it is part of a special permit and it's not just by right. So I'm going to open this up. If either of you as petitioners have any comments to make, or if you, yes, you're shaking.
I have nothing more. It was a great summary. It's very simple in terms of why we're looking for it. The project, as we've designed it, and we've tried many different configurations, we're having trouble meeting the front setbacks because we have to comply with the front street frontage setbacks along two streets because we're a common or a corner lot, Lincoln Street and Mechanic Street. And in addition, our approach to address parking, parallel parking along the street, which is not there now and would be under our project, straddles our boundary line. And under the zoning, parking is not allowed in a front setback. And so this zoning amendment would give the City Council authority to modify dimensional parking landscaping controls as it sees fit, only in the neighborhood business district and only for mixed-use projects.
All right, thank you very much. I will open it up for questions or comments from those on the committee first. Any questions, comments from members? Any non-members that are on the council that have questions? Councilor Ossing.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to bring to the councilors' attention that this is nothing new. All right, in 650-33, which is the Results Way zoning section, 650-35, which is the Hospitality Overlay District, which is Apex, and then 650-36, which is the Executive Residential Overlay District, which is the Green District. All of them have similar worded provisions. And so I'll take some culpability for when we put the change in for the Neighborhood Business District, not putting this in there as well when we did that a couple years back. Because this does, in my opinion, give the council the flexibility and the oversight authority for the projects that come in to allow us to determine whether we want to have those type of dimensional changes to a project. And again, it puts it on us And I think that's where it should be for these big projects. And again, this only applies to mixed-use projects. So I would hopefully or encourage Urban Affairs to look favorably on this zoning change. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Ossing. Any other questions, comments? Councilor Doucette?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I don't see any issues with this. This is specifically only involving the neighborhood business district and basically allows the city council to approve any differences based upon the normal rules within the city. So I think I'm looking forward to learn more about this project, and I think this provides some degree of flexibility under supervision of the city council. So, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody with other questions or comments? Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Councilor
Madam
Irish?
Thank you, Madam Chair. No, I totally support this as well, and I realize, too, it is challenging having a corner lot right there. So and what President Ossing has mentioned, I think this definitely does work going forward and gives you that flexibility with the project. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any other questions, comments? Councilor Landers?
Madam Chair, I have no problem. I think we ought to move forward. Microphone. You know, walking the land last week when we had the balloon test, I was quite impressed and quite pleased. So I think, Madam Chair, we ought to move forward.
All right. Anybody else? Any motions?
Motion to approve?
It's been moved and seconded to approve the proposed zoning amendment to Chapter 650, Section 39. Is there further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any opposed? And that carries 5-0. I understand from an email that the solicitor would be able to have this as a late agenda item, which would mean we would have to suspend on Monday to accept the communication, but he could put this in proper legal form. On Monday also would be the vote to the amendments for the zoning parcels, so that would get you all done for our meeting next week to work on the actual special permit. Does that sound okay to everybody? Mm-hmm. All right, so that'll be the plan. I'll report this out, ask for a suspension, then to deal with taking it up. All right.
Motion to adjourn then?
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are adjourned at 6:38.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.